got the car packed up, we got the helmets ready, the fire suit is ready to go. Today, guys, we're gonna be roll racing at Street Car Takeover. This is a competition roll race. First time I've ever done a competition drag race and roll race. So we're checking a lot of boxes today. It's going to be a very fun day. We're on the way there right now. Got the car cleaned up. Yesterday we did a few maintenance things just to get her ready, but today she's ready to rock and roll. No time to waste, we got a race to win. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you're new, my name is Caleb. Today's gonna be a cool day. We're here at US 131 Motorsports Park. We are gonna be roll racing the Bone Stock C6 Z06. So one of the reasons why I was so interested in the roll race is because of how this car is set up. In a roll race, you cross the starting line going 40 miles an hour. So you get up to speed, up to 40, and then you cross the start line going 40. Then you race the quarter mile, and then that is your time. The reason why this car is set up for that is because it launches very, very hard at 40 miles an hour. It's still in first gear, and I'm at about 4,000 RPMs. So it is like ideal for roll racing. Also, just the way that the transmission is set up, the gearing, it works out pretty nice. Normally on the regular quarter mile, I will run slightly under 12s, like very, very high 11s. That's like a really, really good time for me is high 11s. And then I'll do that trap speed at about 120 miles an hour. 120 is the exact top of third, and just as I'm crossing the finish line. So on a normal drag race, I'll go first, second, third, that's all I need. So obviously I'm racing a bone stock car. I'm a little bit out of my league here. However, this is gonna serve as a good starting point for us because there are build plans coming for this car. I've purchased a lot of build parts, just kind of waiting on all that stuff to come in before we shoot those videos, before we install everything. But yes, this car will be faster in the near future. I think this serves as a good way for us to get like a base roll time so that we know, hey, I got half a second faster, or I only got 0.1 seconds faster, or I think this is a good base for us to start off on. So that's kind of another reason why I wanted to do this stock. Had to pull out the Gingerman Raceway TJ Hunt signed shirt for good luck today. So in regards to those classes I was talking about, I am not going to be racing head to head against all of these people here in the roll race. Obviously, a twin turbo Huracan is going to walk the park with my car. How this works is there's a cap of 150 cars, and then everyone does a pass. From that pass that you did, they can kind of gauge, okay, you're gonna go in this class or this class, so they pin you up against people who are in your relative time zone. There are 4 classes: King of the Bakery, Extreme, Wild, and Daily. Based on the test runs that we do, they're gonna put us in a class probably between 25 and 35 cars. I know the registration is not full yet, so we're not at that 150 car cap, but that's probably the amount of people I expect to have in my bracket. Let's be honest, we're probably gonna be in the daily category, the lowest one. I don't exactly expect to do great in this race, but who knows? This is the track right here, so we're gonna start probably somewhere back there, get up to 40 miles an hour by the time we hit the tree over there, and then it's gone. I think we might be slightly out of our league a little bit here. There's Boost Logic, and I think this is Underground Racing. Yeah, Underground Racing. Everybody here has these sick setups and everything, all these nice cars, these tents, these trailers, and it's just me by myself in my stock car. No nothing, no anybody, just me. People are still rolling in. The race doesn't start for a little while, so people are kind of just slowly rolling in, getting set up. So this is a Polaris Slingshot. However, it's on 4 wheels, and these are supposed to be 3-wheelers. I'm not sure if this is like a special model that is a 4-wheel model, but it's pretty sick. I like it much better than the 3-wheeler version. There's our boy Justin in the yellow ZR1. Justin was actually extremely helpful. He talked to me a little bit about like some advice, kind of what to do. He's a local guy in my area. We both have Corvettes, so we kind of like see each other at meets and stuff. So yeah, he was super helpful, kind of telling me like what to do. There is going to be a driver's meeting in like an hour, so they'll give us like the details and everything like that. but there's just a few questions I had, like at what point, like how the race works. Is it first across the finish line? Is it lowest time? How it works with trap speed. Usually you're gonna run about exactly what you would run on a regular quarter mile. So I'll probably run a 12. That's about what I can do in this thing. I might actually do a little bit better because I won't have the issue of the launch. This car, with the tires I have on it right now, doesn't launch great. It kind of just spins after like 2.5 grand. So we might even do better. Our goal today is definitely gonna go sub 12s. That's gonna be our goal. I'm much more confident in my roll abilities than my drag abilities. But right now we are going to tech. We just have to turn in this sheet, kind of tell about our cars, let them know that it's safe. They're gonna give us a number, register us and stuff. Tech went good, all ready to go. This right here is a sick ZR1. This thing sounds nasty. This is another local guy in my area. This is under the hood of that Slingshot right there. Check that out. So driver's meeting's over, and here's how this is going to work. I'm gonna start off, do a couple test and tune runs, then we get 2 qualifying runs. So the best one out of that, in terms of miles per hour, that's gonna put us in a class. They said the lowest mile per hour is around the 130 range. I will probably be very similar to that, so I'm assuming probably the daily category, lowest on the totem pole there. But after a couple runs, we get used to it, then we're gonna do our 2 qualifying rounds, and at that point, then it's time to compete. You guys rocking with the fit? First passes are starting. I'm getting a little nervous. This is kind of the time where the nerves start to kick in. I don't think it'll be as nerve-wracking as it is drag racing from a dig, but all race suited up, got our new helmet, looking fresh. Hopefully we can put down some fresh times. Pass number 1, we're just gonna give it a shot and see what we can do. I think we're gonna run this in competitive driving mode. I think that's gonna be the game plan. So that first run felt a little bit awkward. I mean, obviously, first time doing it, didn't feel perfect. I think I accidentally did a qualifying round. I think I got in the wrong lane, and I accidentally did a qualifying round. But our time right here, it looks like the elapsed time for the quarter mile was 10.15. I thought this was supposed to be similar to the quarter mile time. My quarter mile time is like 2 seconds more than this. So I guess we're running a 10.1 on the roll racing quarter mile. I was told they were almost exactly the same. But our trap speed was 123, so I think that's pretty good. But definitely next time, we're gonna try to get left lane, and we're also gonna try and get a little faster trap speed. So for some reason, these lanes aren't moving. I think they're getting all of the qualifying rounds in first for the test and tunes. So I'm actually gonna run my qualifying round then. I already know I'm gonna be in the lowest class, so it doesn't really matter. I think I did get confused though. On the time slip here, when I said I thought it was gonna be the same as the quarter mile, that's what I was told. I think they were referring to the trap speed, because that is my trap speed and not the actual time. So that's why I was a little bit confused. But anyways, we're gonna try to get going here, and I think I gotta do my qualifying round. These lanes are just not moving. I'm pretty sure they're doing this afterwards. So we did 2 runs. We're number 36 here. Let's take a look at this. So on the first run, we did a trap speed, which is really all that matters, at 123 there. That's pretty solid for our first one. 10.15, not too bad. Second one, we actually ended up doing worse, even though it like felt better. I felt, you know, more like I knew what I was doing. But that was about 120, 10.9 for that one. So we're gonna be in the lowest class. To be honest, I really don't expect to win much or even win my first race. I know this is obviously still a stock car, but the whole point of being here was to have this new experience, do these new things, and I want to get a couple test and tune runs in. I really just want to get as many runs as I can. This is not something that I can go to very often, so I want to use it as much as I can and experience it as much as I can. Funny enough, that Lamborghini was actually in my last video, like a couple hundred miles from here right now. It was at a car meet that we were at, and we saw it. We got to see it start off, drive around a little bit, but yeah, that sucks. Someone said it was the trans, but I'm not sure if that's true or not, but regardless, that's an expensive fix. The competition eliminations are going to start soon. This is the back of that Huracan.
Mile per hour of cushion, 0.9999.
I love these platforms so much. This thing is mean, it's all custom. Just look at those headers. Go all the way out to the side here. Qualifying classes are in, and we are right. We are in the daily class. Class we are in is 137 miles per hour or below. I'm gonna put the sheet up right here on kind of where we ranked. My car is number 36 right there. And honestly, not too bad. We basically placed 46 out of 62, so not bad at all considering this is our very first time and it's a bone stock car. But they're doing some elimination runs, and then they'll get to our class in a little bit. Our best time was a 10.15 in at 123 miles an hour. Our class does go up to 137, so definitely we do not expect to win this class at all, but we're still gonna give it our best. Fun fact, all these people here, all these cars, every single one of them is way faster than mine. This is the top 3 classes: King of the Bakery, Extreme, and then Wild. All these 3 classes are gonna go, and then we're up. Got a chance to chat with this guy here. He was very, very nice. I really like his hood here. I thought about getting something similar to this once. He's also got the nice red interior too. Very cool. I am a fan of these bronzish wheels on the red GT500. Starting the races off strong, we've got the Huracan versus the GTR. This is gonna be a good one. Ooh, GTR takes it. R8 takes it. It's that time, boys. It's gonna be tough. First competition, we might not win, but you bet your ass we're not going down without a fight. Looks like we're racing this GTO. So bad news, boys, we lost. The good news of the situation though, we did put down our best time. We went sub 10 seconds at a 9.86. So that's a good benefit we can take away from this. We trapped the same at about 120, and then the other guy trapped at 131, and he also had a 9.3. So he beat us on both of those right there. Not exactly the outcome we were hoping for, but hey, at least we kept up with the stock car. a wide spread for the round that I was in, 137 and below. So it's basically the 3 on top and then anything less than 137, which is kind of a lot. There's a lot of different guys in there, and I was definitely on the low end of that. A lot of these pairs are usually within like maybe 10 miles an hour in the classes. However, mine, there was just a much larger spread. So I don't know how good we're gonna actually do unless we can get over the 130 mark. I wanted to get a second to show you guys this car right here. This is this lady named 1320 chick. This car is kind of a local one in my area that I know. Her family owns a shop that they do a lot of really good like Mustang work. So we've got some good news and we've got some bad news. I'm gonna give you guys the bad news first. We were not able to do those test and tune roll race runs. Pretty much nobody was. They had a second event coming up next. They had a drag racing event and that one was starting, so the roll racing had to end. It was kind of weird because everybody only really got a couple passes in, and if you were somebody like myself, you did 2 qualifying and then 1 racing. I got kicked out because I lost, so I really didn't get a chance to run as much as I would have liked. And the test and tune people who just came there just for that, it seems like they didn't really get to run much at all. However, the good news is that we are going back tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing a drag race on a nicer tire. This car can run a lot better than 12s from a dig. This is gonna be a dig now. So tomorrow I'm doing a dig race in this thing, and this car can do as good as about 11.5 bone stock. However, the tire setup that I have on this thing right now is not the greatest for a launch. The Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's are what I've got on this thing now. They work great. I don't have any problems with them. Wonderful tire. However, from a dig, they're not great. At least I haven't gotten good results with them. They're just sort of meant for like an all-around performance tire, and it's not a slick, it's not a drag radial. Technically, it's the radial, it says that right here, but it's not a slick, you know, it's still got a lot of tread on it, and the launch is just not the best. At least I have not gotten a great launch in them. I would not by any means call myself an experienced drag racer. However, this is my 2nd or 3rd year doing this, and at this point, I still think that that is the best thing that I can improve. If I can improve my launch, I will just become an overall better drag racer. I drove a Viper ACR once. Shout out to Johnny for letting me drive his car. I'm definitely leaving these racing numbers on here for like 2 weeks. So guys, if you want to stay tuned for the next video, make sure to smash subscribe and stick around. It's going to be a great one. Streetcar Takeover was so much fun, and I'm excited to go back and shoot another video. If this is your first time here, thank you for checking out the video. My name is Caleb, and I hope to see you in the next one.